So, again, when you were a free agent, how much did you prioritize getting the bag versus going to a team you thought could be
100%.
All bag related?
All 100%.
So it didn't matter whoever had the most
100%.
bread? Whoever had the most bread?
I'm lying.
Okay, thank you.
On my first one, it was obviously the money because I was asking for the max, knowing I wasn't getting the max, but just you got to throw it out there, you know. Maybe they just, somebody was dumb. And Utah offered me the most, but I thought it'd be career suicide. John Stockton just retired, and my style is coming in there. I'm like, yeah, that's. So I was basically trying to put myself in a position where I could be successful. So ended up going to Washington. Yeah.
Clippers were in the mix too. How much thought did you give that, and did that franchise's history?
I mean, you know, I said, you know, earlier that I'd flip between the Clippers, but I didn't want to play. I didn't want to be home.
Yeah.
Right, and that's why I was like throwing a max out there. So when I signed for 63, you know, a lot of people was mad, like y'all saying the max, and he signed for 63. We could have got the 63, but I didn't want to be home. I was trying to really establish myself. So coming back here, like I'm good.
What was the difference between Utah and Washington? Utah was probably better. Were they better?
No, but it was. John Stockton just retired.
You talking about the system suicide of you having to play system point guard?
Like me and John, like they used to sitting here doing this, and I'm sitting here trying to, like I don't. That's what I said. That would have been the career. It felt like that for me. Like I don't know. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather go there where I'm following.
Get this darky out of here.
Yeah. A lot of boys. Pass it, boy. Kenyon. Obviously, you traded from the Nets to the Nuggets. How did you end up in that situation? And were the Nuggets your first choice?
No, I was a free agent. No, staying with the Nets was my first choice.
Okay.
I was a free agent.
So then when you were a free agent, did you prioritize looking at a squad like the Nuggets, or was it just the most bread?
No, they didn't. Like, new ownership kind of forced my hand with the Nets. They, had a group, and one particular guy had 51%, and the other, however many people was in the other group, had the 49%. So the 49% said yeah, and he had majority, so he said no. So they didn't resign me. So she had to go find a team at that point, because I had no intentions on leaving. Like I just made the All-Star team. We lost to Detroit that year. They went to win it. We felt whoever came out of the East that year, we had a chance to win it. So I had no intentions on leaving, but they, like I said, they forced my hand in free agency. So never got a phone call, never got a contract offer from the Nets.
Okay.
So when
nothing?
To this day. And so for me to maximize the contract, that's why they did the sign and trade with the Nuggets. When you can lose him for nothing, or you can get something back because they didn't want to pay me. So because the Nets could offer me the most money because it was my team, so I signed the max with them and then signed a trade.
Okay. Cool. So,
but it was Utah had money to offer. I was getting ready to go visit Utah, and they called me and told me I didn't have to come because they had just signed Carlos Boozer for 66.
Yeah, I remember that.
The trick play.
That's the year prior to me being a free agent, I turned down 66. So me going into my fourth year, I turned down 66 from the Nets.
Oh, so you wasn't even you wasn't even expecting Carlos Boozer to be a free agent.
No.
He was still in
Nobody.
So they say he did the dirty shit with the.
I ain't gonna call it dirty, but he got them for a loop. So he did. So he had a 3-year deal with them, right? So after my contract, where it was a 2-year deal, the Arenas rule, and then they started doing second round 3 years. So it was like so he had a 2-year deal with a team option for the third. So he was balling. So he said, they were offering him like the $24 million deal. So I guess his wife at the time, or girlfriend at the time, said, yeah, we want to sign here. We'll sign for the money. Just let him out of his deal so we can re-up, right? But she was already negotiating with Utah. If you can get him out, we got the money for you. So she was doing everything about, yeah, we want to be here, boom. Because if he becomes a free agent next year, boom, it's a be big money, so it's cheaper. And then he let his ass out. He took off.
Fucking when the sign
I was
Utah,
gone.
I was in Atlanta. I went to Atlanta. I was leaving Atlanta to go to Utah.
Delta?
Yeah, like the Hawks Hawks had a little money, but they couldn't pay me what I was worth. Right, what I was. So I'm getting ready to leave Atlanta and go, and they called me. They was like, "Well, yeah, you can tell King you don't have to come now. Yeah, we just signed Carlos Boozer for the 66." I was like, "Oh shit, all right," 'cause I was just trying to use y'all to run the price up, to be honest. But shit.
I was like, wait, Carlos Boozer left?
Yeah,
I thought he was under contract. And then when I heard about it, I was like, oh, they genius over there.
They didn't motherfucking play. They didn't. They had to, the owner was blind at the time, right? They like, you did this to the blind man, dog. You dirty as shit, dog.
He can hear.
Right? That's what they were saying. Like, you dirty as shit, dude. You did that. Yeah. You didn't
You didn't see that
You
coming.
didn't see that coming. Shit.
Who's driving this ship? Stevie Wonder? Motherfucker, you see that motherfucking chick right there?
They said that. I'm like, oh, Booze. That's why people like Booze are dirty as shit.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen.
Did that to the handicapped man, dog.
I mean, they trying to get him for 24 when he was worth more, so shit. Whoever got who first, I guess.
Yeah, and that was like I said, if the Nets would have offered me 80, when they offered me the 66, if they would offer me 80, I would have took it. Like, no question about it. Like, it was, like, that was a number I had in my head. Because most of the power forwards at the time, that's what they was getting.
Is that the second max? I thought the first max was like 65. 5 for 65.
Nah.
That's what Al Jefferson got.
6 for 66.
Al Jefferson, I don't think he got the max.
6 for 66.
Yeah, he got the max.
No, people said, no, everybody thought I was fucking nuts.
Now, yours is 84?
84 was the max.
Yeah, his max is 84.
That was the max.
And you just
they would
went
offer me 80.
You said you were going to give him 4 back. All right.
That's what I said. I know I was knowing the numbers, so like.
84 was the max.
Yeah.
That's
what 2004.
That's what guys were getting, right?
Damn, that's crazy.
So a lot of the power forwards, that's what they, and I was year 3, I thought I should have made the All-Star team. That summer they offered me 66. 6 for 66, I told them, nah.
Yeah.
6 for 66?
Yeah.
Damn.
The next year, I made the All-Star team.
So was you still, were you under 7 year? Could you sign 7 years?
That's what I signed.
7 year, okay.
Yeah, I maxed it out.
Yeah.
Like, what it was whatever the year was and the dollar, like, he kept coming back to me like, shit, we can ask for more.
Yeah.
Like, we was at a certain number, he said, shit, I'm gonna call you right back. He came back, and we can ask for more. And the next time he came, I was like, hey, man, stop. Listen, I told him before these fucking people change their mind.
Before they change their mind.
I told him straight up, hey, that's enough, all right? I appreciate you working hard negotiating, but stop.
How stressful, I mean, because obviously I'm a broke boy, but I'm saying, how stressful of a situation is that?
Oh, it was nothing. I was in Vegas.
But when you hear that number, and that's the number I want. And they're like, no, we can go.
Yeah.
Like, let me get the bread.
But that's what it is. It's like
anything above what
I tell people in free agents, forget what your agent's talking about. Have a number in your mind, right? Because your agent's gonna tell you one thing. Have a number in your mind that you know you're satisfied with, because when they say it and then you start negotiating and that bitch get under, there's nothing you can do. You're gonna regret it.
Yeah, because what he was, it was like, I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
That's why it's a half in there, like, 92 and a half. They was like, why is that half? Like, cuz I told him stop. Shit, like, chill. All right, we didn't pass go a few times around this motherfucker.
So, question for the couch: if the bread is comparable, would you rather be the number 1 option on a bottom feeder or the number 3 option on a contender? Comparable bread.
No, it won't be comparable. Stop. Don't try that.
Because you
a lot of these people. Because if you're number 1 option, goddamn it, you the max or the super max.
Absolutely.
And you third option, you get paid third option. So say that again. The correct way.
Gil, you say it the correct way because this Gil's ready to present my.
No, because there's no comparison.
So number 1 option on the body.
The numbers are not equal.
But number 1 option on the bottom feeder or number 3 option on the championship level team?
Give me the number 1 option on the bottom feeder, and we can talk about adding some pieces around it.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna need that 75.
For sure.
75. What year am I?
Yes.
I was gonna say, let's say 7th year.
7th year?
7th year in the NBA.
You know what them numbers are?
Yeah. I'll be a bottom feeder. one more contract.
One more contract.
One more
And
contract.
that's the point I was getting to, but eventually it comes.
Third team All NBA, baby.
So early, and Rashad, I know we've had this conversation before. So you're in that same situation. Are you trying to gear towards the championship? Just from the standpoint of, you can call yourself the third option, but if this team makes a deep playoff run, especially nowadays the way things pan out, there's a potential you could put yourself in a position.
And you making 17 and I'm making 75.
See,
You gotta what's the numbers for the third? What's the numbers?
that is about
17.
17 a year.
Yeah. And
You're
I'm
like
making,
Miles Turner, third option.
17 a year.
Yeah.
And I'm making 75.
I'm
For
thinking more
sure.
higher end, Gil. Like looking at like a team like the Clippers or some of these teams that have guys.
I'm
Making
third.
big
I'm
bread.
the third option.
Yeah.
Meaning like I come off the bench and it's my unit.
Whatever you want to do with the
Like a
bid.
Start, come off the bench, do whatever you want to do. You're
I'm the
third
third
You're
option.
still being the 30
Well,
million
you're coming
range,
off the
though.
bench, you're not the third option. Just
I'm the
so-
first option if I'm coming off the bench.
No, you.
You can be Ginobili.
Yeah, on the Spurs for
Yeah.
17 a year.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. 17? Fuck out of here, nigga.
Shit. All right, so
See, he's making 17 our era. We're talking about 17 this era.
17 a year is 17 a year.
17 our era was $6 million.
But you said a year.
yeah, but
Yeah, because
but
this era, 17.
This era is more.
You're thinking about what we was getting then. So
So I'm not.
that
I'm
$6
thinking
million
17 million at the end of the year is ding
Yes.
in the bank account. Then I got 3 of
Or
these.
70
17.
17 is like 8.
Or
Back then?
Yeah.
No, then now, nigga.
8
then
now?
and now.
So that's what I'm saying. Is it
Yeah.
17 a year or is it?
Yeah, so
They
that's
17
is it
before
3 years
taxes.
17?
No, 17 a year,
17 a year.
So that's 3 year what?
whatever
50?
it is.
3 year.
Call
something
it
like
that. Yeah. Call it that.
And Gil, nowadays that third option is making, like you take a team like the Clippers, if you want to call
Nah,
Harden the
no,
third
you can't
option,
take that.
based the
No,
bread.
no.
You can't take
But
the
this is what
Clippers.
that's
Take
the
a
analogy I'm
third,
using.
take a third team. Take
Because the
third
number
team.
one options.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're making number one option money.
So a regular
But
third team like
Harden
every
ain't
other
making as
team.
much as PG and Kawhi.
Huh?
That Harden's not making as much as PG and Kawhi this season.
He's making 40 because he was a number one option at one point when he signed the deal. So you
Okay.
can't use that. You got to use a real third
That's
option.
why I said comparable bread,
So-
but then you tried to correct me. But
So third option as any other team. So Miami was the third option on
Sack.
Dallas.
Sack.
What's the third option on Sacramento? Right, the third
Golden
option.
State.
That's
Yeah,
Dray-
Dray.
but that's Draymond Green.
Draymond Green, $100
man,
million.
25. So
That he don't.
So you saying try to line up what a playoff team is now and their third option?
Yeah.
the numbers is listen. Hey,
Like that's
like
the-
like Nas Reed. It's like Nas.
Yeah, like when we say
you'll
100
be.
million, when we say like $100 million, right?
but you
Look at the Charlotte Hornets.
I'm looking at upper level teams.
Yo, look at the Charlotte
You got a
Hornets,
team
right?
like the Celtics, right? Drew Holiday's the highest paid player currently.
Yes, because
on that
he's
squad.
coming.
I get it.
You can't
but-
do. That's why I say you're going after.
Look at the
number one
Charlotte
option
Hornets.
or
What
second
LaMelo
option.
Ball making?
Huh?
Well, what is LaMelo Ball making? Look at them numbers.
217.
So his numbers are. Then Miles Bridges.
Yeah, so his extension kicks in next year. We make 35. He made
And then
11
what's
this
next?
year. 35 next year. 38
Who's,
after
no,
that.
who's next?
Oh, who's next on that squad? Ooh, I think Bertans right
And
now.
then
Who's third?
then Miles Bridges signed to one.
Grant Williams third.
Then so it's like that. Them numbers, 35, and then what's
I want to talk about a boo-boo team though.
That's just anywhere,
Yeah, that's
anywhere
I'm
from
talking about the boo-boo
Listen,
team.
anywhere
trying to go
from
about the
15
number.
to
Yeah,
20
I'm trying
million.
to go with the number.
I mean, anywhere from 15 to 25 million a year.
Yeah, I'm rolling for sure. That's more than enough for me if I'm winning.
Yeah.
So
Like as a bottom feeder team, like what y'all talking about? Number one option about it. You looking at Jordan Poole shit.
No, Jordan Poole was fourth option when he signed that money. That's the difference. So you're looking at Jordan Poole money, 120 something.
Jordan Poole was
Like 133?
for
Jordan Poole-
Washington Wizards.
No, he was the fourth option when he signed that deal,
No, I'm talking
So
about
think about
went
his
to
deal.
he went to be the number one option.
and then became the number
On a
two.
bottom-
no,
on a
we're-
bottom
no. We're talking about you are the number one option, so you're there as the number one option. Jordan Poole signed his money as a fourth option, right? We're talking about
Let's
you
say-
are.
Let's just say LaMelo Ball then.
No,
Fuck
we-
it. LaMelo Ball's number one option on the bottom
And-
feeder team.
Actually, we can
He's
take.
miserable.
Actually, we can take the Warriors. Actually,
Yeah, Steph.
we can take the Warriors.
They're not bottom feeding.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jalen Green, that's it, fucking Jalen Green. You can take we're taking bottom finger to you. Can be
I
Wemby.
think
Your deal.
Golden State fits this conversation that we're having.
So a situation with Golden
Right.
State, Steph obviously making the most. Brady made
Yes.
$52 million this year. Clay made 43.
And then
Chris
Dray-
Paul made 31.
but you can't. But they signed the deals on.
Yeah, you're signing those deals.
Yeah.
So Draymond Green, because he
Draymond
signed the
Green.
deal as a third option.
Yeah, but this year Wiggins made more than Draymond.
But I'm saying he's signing a
But
deal
now-
as a third option.
yeah,
so Wiggins,
yeah.
what is Wiggins? When did Wiggins sign
And
his deal?
Draymond is definitely not the
last
third
time, I
option.
think
Wiggins
him
is the third option for sure.
When he signed the deal.
No, I'm just saying.
When did
period.
Wiggins sign his
After that
deal?
championship, I believe 2022.
Okay, so
Draymond's
Draymond's always
their
been
bread.
the fourth option to me.
Yeah.
But just
How
pointing
much?
out,
Yeah, but I mean, what is
But
Steph
it-
making?
he made 52 this
So
year.
think about 52, what? 52 to 17.
But to me, that's not a bottom feeding team because they're a couple games out of being the dynasty that they've always been. I'm looking bottom feeding is Charlotte Hornets,
But that-
LaMelo Ball. You are never getting out of this bottom feeding situation.
But it don't ma-
you're always going to be down here.
But if he was in the league long enough, even on the bottom feeding team, he's gonna be the $57 million.
I understand
So
that,
would
but
you rather
the
be-
conversation we're having is if would you rather this on the bottom
Yeah.
feeding team or this in
Yeah,
a
so
contending
you're
team?
going in free agency.
Yeah, I don't consider
That's why I
Golden
said the
State to do
bag's
that.
somewhat comparable.
I have
Review-
57 million shooting all the shots, and then in the interview just be like, yeah, you know, it's a good. It was a team loss, like, saying all the right shit. You know, it's tough out here. You know, better luck next year.
Well, give them tomorrow.
So back
Being a
to
professional.